Post game live, back at it again, preseason edition. What a way to start it off. Knicks 124, 121, overtime thriller. CP from the Knicks Fan TV, my man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. The post game live boys are back. Jay Ellis, what's good, my dude? How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. I was ready for some basketball, man. I woke up really excited today. I don't know if I was Enos Cantor excited, but I was excited. How about you, man? From a scale of 1,
Yo, I mean,
nipples, how excited were you?
Yeah. I mean, my nipples was all right, man. They was at attention, man. But nah, really, yo, listen. I mean, the day started off, and you know how Knicks Twitter is, man. Knicks Twitter, everybody starts posting their memes and the Giphies and all of that, and boys are starting to get hyped. And when I saw first off the starting lineup was announced, and then we had Trey, we had Timmy, Knox, Lance, Canner, so that got me hyped. What got me real hyped was when the coach, Patrick Ewing, was giving a speech to the troops. I was like, let's go, man. Let's go.
Patrick Ewing giving the inspirational speech before the game? Yes.
Facts. So, I was hyped, man. And, obviously, it's preseason. We're not going to get high. We're not going to get low. But we're excited to see Knicks basketball.
Nah, I'm high, son. We're on the championship on the first game of the season. That's some shit coming on the way. You saw me handle that?
You on that playoff wave, man. You on that playoff wave. I mean,
that's what I saw. I don't know what you saw, but I saw it.
So give me your takeaways, man. What'd you see out there tonight? What did you like? And give me some takeaways from tonight's game.
Okay, first and foremost, I'm gonna start with Knox because Knox had a hell of a game. He finished, I think.
Hell of a game from the rook.
13 points, 10 rebounds. He had a sneaky 10. I didn't even realize it. To the box score. I was like, whoa.
Right.
All right. Then he did a little bit of everything, and he had some assists, some steals, and you can see that he was getting more comfortable as the game went along. He had the little first game jitters. You see, the shot was tight, but that second half, when the crew came on, when it was Knox and Frank and Mitchell and Mario, and
they turned up on him.
Moutier was there too, but everybody was there together.
Yeah, facts.
I was hyped. That was the first thing I noticed. What did you notice?
I mean, well, first off, the pace. The pace was really good. Fizdale wanted to push the pace. He said that he wanted to push the pace from the jump, and you could see it. Trey started out real hot. Shot out from the jump. I thought Lance was on his game. He was in regular season form. I thought Knox looked pretty good. It was interesting to see they went right to Money Mitch right off the bat. The first big off the bench was Money Mitch. And it was a good game. I like Fizdale's energy. I like the whole team's energy, man. The whole team just came out real fired up, man.
They did, man. And also, what was interesting about this game too was the lineups were interesting, man. The depth chart of the lineups were very interesting. Again, it is the preseason game, so you don't want to lead too much.
Yeah, you can't get too high, too low with the lineups because it's going to change. Next game, second half, he changed the starters. So
yeah, but it was just interesting to see that off the bench, we had a Moutier, Frank, Mario, Mitch, and Alonzo lineup off the bench. Yeah, Dotson was a no-show. Trier worked his way to being off the bench with a 3-guard set. So that was pretty interesting from the coach.
Dotson didn't come out until overtime, man. He was overtime Dot. That's when he turned up on him, man. Dotson turned up on him in overtime.
Dot is another one, man. I feel like he gets too tight sometimes. When he gets loose, that's when he starts getting the flamethrowers going, man.
Yeah, he was pressing. He was pressing a little bit. But, he came out overtime. It was cool. We saw a nice little overtime battle between Chase Randall and Ron Baker. The two who... Those two had some history, like Breen alluded to. Those two had some history, so it was cool, man. Overall, I thought it was a cool vibe. It was nice for them to get that preseason victory. They were fighting. Fizdale was coaching like it was a playoff game.
I know. I know it was insane. What about my guy Lance? Lance can make him dance. Lance came out here with the flamethrower for an arm, bro.
Yeah,
He wasn't hitting anything.
Lance was on his 3-point game heavy. Lance is on his 3-point game heavy, man. So
seriously,
yeah.
People are closing out. Usually, I'm used to seeing Lance do this little hesitation thing when people start to close out.
Yeah.
He was wow.
Lance was aggressive. Lance was definitely aggressive.
I hate Lance's floaters.
Lance's floaters
are like the most ugliest thing you ever seen in your life.
Oh my God.
He must have put that in the off season because the floater looked alright.
Lance's floaters, man, is not something that you want to emulate. That's for sure. Not something that you want to emulate. But yeah, back to the chat. This is Post Game Live. Glad to be back for season 2. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Once again, if this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button below and the notification bell. This is the home of the diehard Knicks fan. We do Knicks news, we do rumors, we do debates, we do post-game live streams. It's a real good time, man. So definitely check out the content. Check out the Nigga Time Show content. This is what we do, man. Shout out real quick, everybody in the chat. George Millett, what's going on? Who's Mark is in the building? CP the artist in here. The usuals, man. Ace Bezel, Ace Bez, what's good? Ace Brandon Scott, what's good? Tyon Reed, Mr. Reed, what's going on?
Yo, Daniel Watkins, hold my chat down.
Carlito in there?
Just watching. No, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, holding me down.
Carlito in there. Carlito in there.
My chat, just watching. Say something, man.
Yeah, Carlito jumped in the chat.
Yeah.
Real quick, the phone lines are up. We want to hear from the fans. We want to get your reactions to the game. Hit us up, 657-383-1509. We want to hear from y'all. Hit us up, man. Definitely hit us up. Shout out Ricky D. Shout out Fred Wong. Original Great Minds. What's going on? Angus Jenkins. Appreciate the subscribe. What else, man? Yo, that boy Kev Knox, man.
Kev Knox is looking good. Listen, Mitch Robinson too. That's another guy.
Yeah, we gotta get to Money Mitch. We gotta get to Money Mitch, man.
I liked how he didn't let the old vet move. I liked how he didn't let the guy get under his skin, and he just kind of chirped at him and kept it moving. And the ref recognized what was going on and tossed him. I like that.
Bum ass Morris twin, man. Yeah. Yo, I can't stand the Morris twins, man. They so annoying, man. They so annoying.
They start shit for no
reason. Yo, Money Mitch is from Louisiana, man. Them boys don't play, man.
Nah,
them boys do not play. So
he looked him dead in his eye. He was like, Dead in his eye.
But you know what? It was interesting to see. He went right to Mitch immediately. Mitch got a lot of minutes tonight.
Yeah.
In the beginning he came out a bit rusty, but
he got 16. Yeah.
But he still imposed his will out there, and that's the thing I think we're gonna see with Mitch this year is that flaws and all, the raw talent and all, he's still gonna be able to impose his will out there and impact the game.
Listen, man, look. Like we were missing athletes this last season. I still remember there was two games in particular that always stick out in my mind: the Knicks versus the Lakers, and the Knicks versus the Bucks, of course, because we got, but Knicks versus the Grizzlies. We got out athleted, and even as raw as Mitch is, you saw today. Even when he makes mistakes, he's just so tall and athletic. He can cover for him. Like I remember there was one play, he was out of position for a rebound, but he just raised his hand up and then caught the rebound over. We can work with and we can grow through. He ended up finishing the game with 6.7 rebounds, shooting 75%.
Yeah.
Every single lob possible. So it seems like Mario and Mitch have a nice little
Mario was feeding him.
Yeah, they have like a nice little pick and roll tandem going there. Even Moutier didn't shoot well, but he was setting up his teammates pretty well with 5 assists, and he had a nice little chemistry with Mitch as well.
Yeah.
But I think Mitch is gonna grow into something, man. He definitely is.
Mitch is definitely gonna grow into something, man. And so you spoke about Mario Hezonja. I thought Mario played pretty decent. He had some rough spots on the defensive end, but I mean, offensively, Fizz talked about wanting to assert him as more of a point forward, and I think we saw some of that. And he found Mitch. His first assist of the game was that alley to Mitch. So he's gotta slow it down a little bit. He had 5 turnovers tonight.
A little bit, yo. Here he has that Derrick Rose syndrome where he jumps in the air to pass the ball.
Yeah.
he needs to stay on his feet. Especially he'll penetrate and he'll jump in the air and look around. Sometimes he just got to shoot it.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Sometimes you
Facts.
just got to shoot it. You're open.
What you think about Knox tonight?
Knox is like I said, Knox did his thing. He's a silent killer, man. Knox scares me. Knox scares me on how good he can be. I don't know. I'm not sure. Can you guys hear me right now? It seems like my internet might be a little bit slow.
Are you good?
Can you hear me, CP? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can everybody hear Jay Ellis? Can everybody hear me? I can hear. I think we good to go.
All right, cool. Just checking. So, yeah, Knox is gonna be good, man.
Yo, Knox is gonna be a star, bro. Knox is gonna be a star, man.
13-10. It didn't even look like he was trying.
Yeah, it was a snare. It was a sneaky double-double. That was a sneaky double-double, man.
It didn't even look like he was trying, bro. Like, he really can possibly be like a scoring, like leading the league in scoring one day, and like I can definitely see that happening, man. When you can, and I don't want to overreact because it is preseason, but the way I know what it is. It's like the easy buckets he gets in transition. Like once he starts getting downhill, it just seems like it's an automatic too. Like little things like he's able to just draw the foul so easily, and like the stroke looks so effortless, especially when he starts to get comfortable, man. Man, Knox's potential is scary, man. And when KP comes back with Knox, Jesus.
Yeah, that with Knox, with Robinson, with Mario, you know. Yo, listen, man. Once this kid Knox figures it out, I'm telling you, give this kid 2-3 years, he's gonna be a star, flat out star, man. I liked his, they had him pushing the ball up himself. The mid-range, the transition buckets.
Yeah, that transition, stop off the dime and the change it. And he's sneaky fast too, man.
Sneaky.
He's sneaky fast. Like I still remember he was going down the hill on a fast break, and he was kind of like trotting, surveying the area, and he was going on pace to everybody else. And all of a sudden, he hit like another gear, and he started flying past everybody. I'm like, yo, that's the same thing we saw in the summer league, and man.
His athleticism is sneaky, man. Let's go to the box score for tonight. Let's pull up the box score here. The preseason box score. So here we go. Lance, 12 points. 12 points for Lance. 2 for 3 from three-point land. That's what you want to see from Lance. Knock down those
start
threes.
Me. That's what he said.
I mean, listen, a lot of people were doubting when I was saying that Lance could be the starting four.
I said the same thing. Our first the round table discussion I did with you. I said don't be. I was saying Lance to be at the four. When I saw the open practice, I thought Mario had a shot of starting them because Mario.
I thought so too. And that could change. That could change. Like you said, Fizdale obviously wanted to see different looks and get different guys in there. He switched it up at the half as well. But I do still think Lance has a good chance at being an opening night starting four just because of his experience, his leadership, what he can bring, from a communication standpoint on the defensive end. He can kind of be that buffer between Knox and Canner, from a defensive standpoint, from a rebounding standpoint. So, Lance, it is what it is with Lance. You know what I'm saying? We just got to take it with a grain of salt, man, really, and just...
I'll take this grain. If Lance is shooting 80%, I'll take that grain of salt any day. That's for damn sure. He shot 80% today, bro. 80%.
Yeah.
Like, I'll take all the salts, man.
Yep.
Start that any day of the week. I don't care.
Facts.
He really took advantage of our point guard's penetration in the kick. Like every time Trey, even though Trey didn't kind of shoot well, and the penetration, he had a lot of good penetration today. The pick and roll between him and Enes Kanter seems to be working pretty well. They got that good chemistry, and it seemed like he was really just concentrating on kind of running the team in that first quarter.
Yeah, true indeed. They picked up their pros, and like Fizdale said, he wanted to run with. Fizdale said he wanted to run with the guys that had kind of been here last year and that played together last year and want to see how they would react to his new system and his style of play. So that's how you saw Timmy, Trey, Lance, Knox obviously being the newcomer, and Canner. Those are kind of the mainstays from last year. So I couldn't complain about that one. What about Trey Burke? What you think about Trey Burke tonight?
Trey Burke I feel like he ran the team well. Like, to me, he seems like the best point guard.
I think so. He just
runs the team. He just runs the team well. I feel like he has a good balance of knowing when to be aggressive.
Yeah.
And knowing when to kind of set his other teammates up.
He put your man Austin Rivers on skates. You saw that play?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
He put your man Austin Rivers on skates, man.
It was a lot of skating today.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those boys are playing hard, man. Give them credit. Yeah. It was playing hard.
It was Winter Olympics out there today. I want to tell you.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. Trigger finished with 7 points, 2 assists.
But he seemed like he was upset, man. It seemed like he was upset. Something happened where, I don't know. I didn't see a foul, but it looked like he got mad at the end of the half that someone hit his foot or something.
Weird.
I'm glad I didn't catch a tech because they was giving out techs and fouls all day.
Facts. Yeah, let's take it to the phones, man. Area code 803, yo.
Man.
There he is. My man Ron Cleveland, long time man. What's up, brother?
What up?
Hey, man, y'all know how I'm feeling, man. Boy.
Facts. Yo, Ron, give me some thoughts on the game, man. What'd you think, man?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I saw tonight. I mean, I watched the whole game. What I'm seeing is players loving to play with one another. First off, and when you got that camaraderie,
I like that chemistry.
You're gonna run through a wall.
Good to go.
You're gonna run through the wall for the next player next to you. And another thing I saw everything tonight I wanted to see. Everybody that touched the floor tonight, they played hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It reminded me of looking at the Knicks from back in the days where, hey, it's all about defense. Offense, you can get offense. I always say my whole phrase about offense, you can find any fool to shoot, but defense is a want-to. And when you put on that blue and orange, baby, it's about living for the city. You know what I mean? New Jack City, baby. We gonna do our thing. And I love what I see. And I'm gonna tell you what, from our coach. And I heard y'all. I was listening to y'all. Y'all saying how he was coaching like this was the playoff.
Yeah, Fizdale had that energy out there tonight, man. I loved it. He brought more energy than I seen Jeff Hornacek bring the whole year last year.
Man, hey, Jeff couldn't spell energy. Yeah. But this dude, I'm telling you, and I played ball. I'm gonna tell y'all, hey, Jay Ellis, man. Hey, I played ball, man, and he's the type of coach that make you ecstatic. And when I look at everything with us, man, I'm looking at the direction of the team, the front office, everybody on the same sheet of music. I've not seen this from the Knicks in I don't know how long. I mean, everybody who touched the floor, and I'm going to tell you, one player I was ready to ship out of there, and I'm a Tar Heel fan, but Isaiah Hicks, I was ready to get him out of here, too.
Me too.
The way he even looked coming into this preseason, man. Yeah. I look at him, I look at Moody, he's another one I want to ship.
Yeah.
Them boys in shape.
Yeah, Hicks looked like he got a little bit bigger, man.
Yeah.
Man, that lower body looked like he lost about 20 pounds.
Yeah.
Look like he done stopped going to McDonald's.
Yeah, last year he was looking sloppy.
Hey, yeah, he did look sloppy. But I'm going to tell you all this, man. And it's easy to say, even if we would have lost this game tonight, with the strategy that Fizz took, I said, you know what? We lose this game tonight. I had already had it in my mind. I said we'll lose this game because Knox wasn't in the game, Mitch wasn't in the game late at the end, and Neil Sheen and them guys. But everybody who touched the floor, it wasn't about I'm trying to play to put up my stat. It's about that, but what you got on the front. It ain't about the name on the back. And I said it, hey fellas, I'm gonna tell you all this, man. I said it a long time ago. Money Mitchell Robinson, mark my words, he's going to take that job from Cantor. Cantor is going to be probably he gonna be packaged with Courtney Lee, because you know that Courtney Lee was the only player that didn't touch the floor tonight.
Yeah, he was hurt.
He didn't touch the floor.
Lee's battling a back. I think his back is kind of messed up.
Yeah, they would say that. They would say that. That's a nice thing to say.
I'm with you, yo. I don't think it's a cover-up, bro.
So, y'all think the Courtney Lee thing is a conspiracy?
Yeah, I think so.
You think they just trying to package him up?
I think he's gone. Yeah. How you got a back injury all of a sudden?
Yeah, facts.
He's gonna be gone. He's gonna be gone. Noah might be packaging that.
Yeah. Now you might be right, man. They might really just be trying to preserve him. They might just be trying to preserve him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Mitch is gonna take over that job, and I'm predicting before mid-season he's gonna take that job in Kansas. He's gonna take it because you can't teach what he has. Athletic ability to build the ability to affect the game on the defensive end. And when have we had that type of player? You know when the last time we had a player like him at that position? Marcus Camby.
Yeah,
I knew he was gonna say that.
He has some Camby abilities. You know what I'm saying?
You know why you knew that, Jalen? Because I'm a baller. I know the game, man. You know the game. Y'all know the game, man.
Yo, Ron, man, I want to get to some more calls.
Real, man.
Yo, appreciate you, bro. I want to get to some more calls, man.
Hey.
But let's definitely do this again,
man. Hey, much love, man. The Knicks are back. You heard me?
You already know, man. That's my guy, Ron Cleveland, man. Let's go to
Let me give my chat some love, some real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Talking smack about him. I forgot. I didn't forget about you. I'm waiting for my time. I'm waiting for the time. All right.
Yeah, let's shout out to the chat. Caller, you're on the air for 646. Just give us 1 second. Let's shout out the chat real quick. Go ahead, JL.
Wilson Aracena, he's always here and he's always mad aggressive about me.
Shout out Wilson. Shout out
Young Civil. Shout out Adrian Burnett in my chat. Shout out everybody holding my chat. Shout out Payback Carter. Thanks for the shout out.
Payback. That's my guy, man. Shout out Payback Carter. Shout out Lily Phillips. Lily Phillips was the one that told us when we was out at the open practice that Spreewell had walked right past us and we didn't even realize it.
Oh, word.
We were so into the stream that Spree was walking right to the garden right past us. Could have jumped on the stream with us, but we missed Spree. Shout out Lily. Pedersen's in here. What up, Pedersen's? Troy Flett. Sire Joe Kim. Air Force Ups. What's going on? T. Williams always in here. Robert Paris. What's going on? Yo, smash that like button for your boys, man. We back. Season 2. Like and subscribe. Another thing I wanted to say, we were supposed to have one of our guys from Posting and Toasting on tonight. He couldn't make it. He had some technical difficulties. But shout out to Posting and Toasting. Everybody watching on Posting and Toasting. We are collaborating with Posting and Toasting this season.
Yeah.
Collaborating on the live stream, collaborating on some content. So shout out to the Posting and Toasting boys. Caller, you on the air, man. Who is this? Who is this and where you from?
Yo, Max on the Bronx. What's good?
Max, what's good, my guy, Max? How you feeling, man?
What's going on?
I'm chilling.
I'm good. I enjoyed the game. I really enjoyed the game today.
Yeah, it was a good look, man.
Thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. Couple thoughts. I think the starting lineup, if you're gonna play Burke, you gotta play Frank, because you cannot have Burke, Hardaway, and Cantor in the starting lineup. Nobody is like 3 out of 5 can't guard. You know what I'm saying? So you have to have Frank in there. But you notice the best lineup tonight was when they came out in the third quarter. They just blitzed the other team.
Blitzed them.
The other team couldn't. It was too many athletes, too many things going on. It was like, and this guy Knox is like, how did he get 13 points and 10 rebounds?
Yeah,
I was like,
that was sneaky, man.
Like,
Knox just crept up on us. Like, all of a sudden, they was like, oh, and he got a double-double. I was like, oh, shit.
What? 13-10?
Yeah, I was like, what happened? I was like, what happened? When did this happen?
Yeah, listen, man,
So,
this kid, Kevin Knox, is going to be a star, man. He's going to be a star.
That's a fact.
Just book it. Just book
definitely.
it. You know what I mean? I hate to get too high, too low on plays. Yo, this kid's going to be a star, man. He just has that it factor, man.
Yeah, man.
You can tell.
It's so easy. It's just
But you think like, Frank looks really big, man. Like, it's noticeably bigger. Like, this guy looks like a 3-man. Like, damn, this guy really did put on 15 to 20 pounds.
Frank got big. But let me ask you this, because I see a lot of people also in the chat who agree with you, who agree and think that, a Frank and Trey backcourt from a defensive standpoint is what we need going forward. And I agree, because I feel like I feel like you need that defense. Perimeter defense has always been our weakness. But where do we go offensively with putting Timmy on the bench in that starting five? I mean, who's going to be your primary scorers on that starting lineup? You know, if we put Timmy on the bench.
This is right. All right. So this is what I think. Right. Remember when I called back like a month and a half ago? I wasn't a Trier fan. You know what I'm saying? But Fizdale seems like a smart coach. So you put your players in position to succeed. So all right, we know who Hardaway is. Hardaway is a shot maker. He gets hot from time to time, but he's just not a good defender. He's just not. So here, Hardaway, you could come off the bench. You could shoot 15 times in 10 minutes if you want to, because we need you scoring off the bench, Hardaway. You could do whatever you want, Hardaway.
Yeah.
You could do. This could be your team, basically. Huh?
JL said we got to rein him in. We got to rein him in.
Yo, I love
Yeah,
some Hardaway.
like, you know, but you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
You understand what I'm trying to say? You can do whatever you want, but I can't have you out there with Trey. If you want to play Trey, you got to play Frank. You cannot play Trey and Hardaway together because nobody's going to play any perimeter defense, and it's going to be crazy. You saw third quarter was the best unit because you had Mario, you had Frank, you had Knox, you had Money Mitch, who's causing problems already.
Yeah,
I don't understand.
He was disrupting.
He
disrupting.
gets under people's skin. He gets under people's skin. This is a regular thing for him. And then you have Moutier.
He had the Morris
by
twin
far the
type.
worst guard of the team.
Oh man, Moutier picked up where he left off, and that was on the ground.
Moutier's done.
Moutier, yo.
Yeah, Moutier's done though. He's done. He's finished.
The open practice. Remember when I said the open practice CP?
Yeah.
I was like, the jump shot looks a lot better, and he's in the open practice. But every time he went to the hole, he looked like he about to fall, man.
Yo, and not look, he fell about 5 times in the game, yo. I mean, listen, Moutier, to me, Moutier, of the 3-point guards, I feel like Moutier is the best penetrating guard. He can't finish as well as Trey. He's more aggressive than Frank. That's the thing. If he could just work on that, you know, finishing, I think he could be a lot more effective. You know,
it's really what he needs to work on.
Yeah.
Really.
But I think right now, I think Trey's the floor general. I think Trey's the floor general. We just got to.
I think if you play Trey, you got to play Frank. They're like a package deal. They got to go together.
I feel
they have to.
I feel you, man.
I'm waiting for my guy Dotson to surprise people, man. I'm waiting.
I don't know about Dotson, man. I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I'm not an ISO Zoe fan, but ISO Zoe, if you put him in the right position, here, just score. All you got to do is score. We don't.
No,
he's good. He's good for that.
Yo, listen, man. They don't call him ISO Zoe for nothing. That boy's out there to score, bro.
On skates, man.
Yeah, he was cooking dudes. He was like
he was chopping dudes up. Alonzo, he has that Gilbert Arenas type swag to him, that Lou Williams swag to him. Like his name is ISO Zoe.
Yeah, they were talking in the bench and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were talking, but Mitch, Cornette's finished out here in these streets, right? Cornette.
Yeah,
they're finished. They're done.
Yeah.
You gotta get them out of there.
It was nice knowing you.
Money Mitch, ready took all the Mitch. Mitch caused so much problems.
He did
in such a short period of time, and that's the thing I was getting mad about is Trey. Mitch can catch like 15 lobs a game. Yeah, realistically, easily. Like 10. Easily. He's open all the time.
Yep.
That's why I said you need Frank there because Frank is gonna pass the ball. You know, Frank, that's one thing he's going to do. He's going to pass the ball. So, if you're going to, I'm just excited, man. I like the game. I really did.
Facts. Yo, Max, appreciate the call, man. I got to keep the line moving because we on a tight schedule tonight. So, yo, appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you next game.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Salute, bro.
Yo, as soon as Mitch does, like, the little things.
He's going to be in, man.
Little box outs and setting picks correctly. Like little things, and he's gonna take off.
Indeed. Yo, area code 917. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's good, my niggas?
What's good? Who this?
It's Rich from the Bronx, Richie.
Rich, what's good, Rich? How you feeling, man?
What's going on, Rich?
What's good? Yo, it was a good game. But what you think about Frank? Frank was like he's lost out there, man.
Go ahead, JLs, man. I'll let you tackle it, man. I don't know.
Listen,
man.
I kind of feel like I wanted to see him more aggressive. I felt like it came and went. Like there was a certain times where he went across the timeline and he passed the ball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there was certain times where he took the shot. I was glad. Like I'm glad he took that pull-up three-pointer in the third quarter. I'm glad he took he went to the basket and took that little floater. But when he's at the top of the key, I don't want him to pass it off all the time. Sometimes I want him to try to create a shot. And if it gets closed off, then pass it off. But don't just look for somebody to give it.
I mean, yeah, he's just going to be a work in progress, man. That's just, I don't know what else
He
to say
seems
with
like
this
he's
kid, man.
scared to fail. That's what it seems like. He's scared to fail, like he's scared to miss a shot. But he's not going to be able to get a shot unless he takes a shot. Seems like he's scared to fail at the same time trying to get better.
He is a bit apprehensive,
like,
man. He is a bit apprehensive out there. Go ahead, JLs.
Yeah, what I think is going to happen with Frank is it's going to be this year is going to be that next step from last year. It's not going to be the full throttle, pedal to the metal, aggressive all the time. This year is going to be that you're going to see like every other game he's going to be aggressive. That's what I foresee. But it's not going to be consistently this year. I feel like next year, I said this beginning of last year when we first got him, it's going to take him 3 years. I believe.
Yeah, it's a work in progress, man. It's a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
All right, you think that with the way the team's going, you think they're going to have the patience enough to stay with him another year to see if he progresses even more next year, or would they just pull the trick? Because that's the problem with the Knicks, that they don't have patience to nurture talent for a long term.
Well, I think that's what the approach is going to be now. You know, right now, I mean, where are we going right now? We're trying to build. We're trying to build this thing brick by brick.
Yeah,
so,
I mean,
along the way, he's going to be coming along for the ride, you know, and we're going to see where he's at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, too, I feel like we're going to have to trade one of these guards. I kind of feel like we're going to keep him because of this versatility. But we have so many. We have Moutier, Burke, Trier. We have so many guards that I feel like Baker, somebody's going to have to go at some point, I would think.
Well, I don't think it's going to be.
I mean, I like
it's
the
not
kid.
really going to be much
I think
of
the
an
kid
issue.
plays a lot of defense.
Yeah. I mean, defense is his
Yeah,
calling
I think he
card.
plays a lot of defense, but yeah, he needs to step up his offensive game because he's too passive aggressive. He like gives the ball up way too easily, man.
Yeah, like there was one play in particular where like he had drove, and then he kind of turned around and looked for Knox in the corner, and it was like you didn't have to do all. It was easy.
And passed up his own shot.
Yeah, it was easy for you to shoot the ball than to do like a 180 and pass it backwards to Knox. Like that was one of those moments like, Bill, you got to shoot that.
Yeah.
But hopefully, the coach. I'm pretty sure
man.
that film.
Yo, Rich, man, I'm gonna move on to the calls because we're on a tight time frame tonight.
All right, no problem.
You, bro.
Problem. All right.
Next
all
time.
right, keep doing your thing, my niggas.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Yo, Rich, we gotta keep it PG for the YouTube, man. But I got you, man. Yo, 347, man. What's going on? Hello? Yeah, all right.
Yep.
Caller, this guy fell asleep. He was on for 10 minutes. My fault. All right, we're going to go to the next one. Area code 631. 631, what's going on?
Hey, guys. Hey, this is Sean. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, Sean, what's going on, bro?
Good, Sean.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, so just a couple points I want to make, right?
Yep.
The first thing, right? Trey Burke cannot be your starting point guard for the Knicks.
Why not?
And I'll tell you why. Right? Trey Burke had 7 points, 1 assist, and I mean he was 3 for 3 from the free throw, and he had 2 turnovers. With 14 minutes per game, it's not bad. But when he has to constantly go up against other point guards and things like that, I mean he's constantly going to get exposed on defense, and you know that for a fact. Right?
I mean, it's possible. You know, he did his thing. He tried out there against John Wall tonight, but I mean, it's preseason, man. You know, we got to see a little bit more. We got to see a little bit more.
I agree with you.
Listen, just
for the long haul, the defense is going to be a problem in the long haul, but as of now, the best person to run the team to me is still Trey Burks when it comes to skill, experience, and how fluent.
No.
Yeah,
you have to let Frank grow as a player, right? I mean, this is going to be his second year. He's got to be able to play major minutes. He's got to be able to make his mistakes and learn from them.
So what about
right?
what about from Max on the Bronx was saying? Put him at the 2.
Be successful.
Frank is going to get his shot. Again? Frank is going to get his shot, but I'm just saying he's going to take time.
It's going to take time, man.
That's all I'm saying. Like
in order for this Knicks team to be successful, they need a defensively oriented backcourt, right? And they need a playmaker at the helm, right? They don't need a guy scoring and not being able to pass. Like,
I mean, listen, I think you could use both, right? I think you could use a point guard that could put the ball in the hole. You could use a point guard like Frank that could defend. You know what I'm saying? The problem is, how do you get these guys the proper minutes to be the most effective, to get the most out of them? Yeah. You know what I mean? Max from the Bronx said he wants Frank at the 2, Trey at the 1. What do you think about that? Do you put Timmy on the bench?
I don't mind that. I mean, yeah, Trey can push the pace, but whenever he pushes the pace, right, I mean, he doesn't look to pass. I mean, like, he always tries to look to score. And that's not going to cut it with like guards like that are bigger than him. He's not going to be able to get those points like so readily easy, like even like during transition, if he's just looking to score by himself all the time. I mean, you need a playmaker at the point. Like, this team needs a playmaker at the point. It cannot have a score at first point guard.
I dig it.
I mean, I don't think he's. I mean, I felt like last season. We'll see how this goes. I feel like last season, as a starter, he averaged 7.7 assists a game, right? Pretty good for a guard. We'll see if you'll be able to do that like a full season. Again, this is like a preseason game, the first one. But we'll see. Yeah. We'll see if your point guard can give you 7 assists a game. I feel like that's pretty sufficient and kind of running a team.
Yo, Sean, man, appreciate the call. I got so many calls in the lineup. I got to run through.
Wait, just one more point I want to make.
All right, make it quick.
I still hate the way Tim Hardaway Jr. plays. I really do. I mean, he doesn't play within the offense, and he still takes unbelievably bad shots. I mean, if we could find a way to trade Tim Hardaway Jr. and play Alonzo Trier more, or Ron Burkhead more, I think it would be like the betterment of the Knicks.
Okay. Yo, man.
I mean, I don't know what you guys think about that.
All right, let me get to the next call, and I'll let Jay Ellis tackle that one. Thanks for the call, though, bro. I just got to keep the calls moving because we're on a tight schedule.
Take it easy, guys.
All right, no problem.
I'm hoping that Timmy takes that next step in his game. It seems like he knows he has to change his shot selection to get better. He said it in the media day interview, and then he goes on and he starts to chuck. But then you saw today when he started going to the hole, all the success started to happen. Like, so I just really need Hardaway to take a beat, stop chucking threes, and go to the hole and shoot the 15-footer and go to the hole. And then once you get hot, then step out to the 3. I feel like the quick threes are hurting him.
I mean, listen, I saw Timmy do some pretty decent things out there tonight. I saw when he settled in, when he set his feet, he hit some good jumpers. He got to the hole. You know, he was aggressive. He did some things out there. You know, I understand people's frustration with him. The chat is all over the place with Tim. Tim needs to go. You know, you know where Carlito stands on Timmy.
I already know what Carlito.
Yeah, you know where Carlito stands on Timmy, man. So, listen, man, we just gotta have patience. I mean, Sean was asking for, you know, to give Trier more minutes. I mean, let's pump the brakes a little bit. You know, Timmy has his flaws and all, but I'm not ready to you know, throw in Alonzo Trier. Alonzo Trier needs to learn how to pass first and foremost.
Yeah. But, he don't pass at all.
Yeah, but like I said, they call him ISO Zo for a reason, right? That's the screen day, man.
You have to give him a Hezzy type of name, man. Hezzy might have to be in his nickname somewhere.
Indeed, man.
This Hezzy is serious.
Let's go to Eric Code 646. What's going on, bro? Hello?
Yo. Worldwide West.
Worldwide West. What's going on,
bro? What's going on?
What up, man?
What's going on,
This Worldwide West from Instagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, I remember you, man. What's going
Yes,
on?
sir.
Bro?
Amen, man. I just wanted to make a couple comments. I feel like, unfortunately, once again, we don't really have a point guard, man. And we doing a lot of wishful thinking and optimism because it's early on in the season. But if John Wall played, Trey Burke would have got destroyed, cut up. You know what I mean? Like, there would have been no resistance from him, no resistance from Moutier. And Frank, he's just not there yet. I don't know if it's because he's young or he doesn't have it. Like, he's going to actually not develop it. I'm going to be patient on him, even though Dennis Smith Jr. I'm even going to revisit that. But
yeah, Dennis been long gone, man. He's long gone, man. But so you don't have faith in none of the point guards right now. You saying it's wishful thinking, but we really
no.
This point guard by committee thing is just not going to.
We don't have a point guard. We do have the worst backcourt in the East, man. Like, that wasn't inaccurate.
Yeah, somebody did say that.
He's out of his mind. Tim Hardaway Jr. He shoots like he doesn't take regular jump shots. Set shots like Klay Thompson. Tim Hardaway, if he took disciplined shots, he could shoot a good percentage. He could be a good player, but he doesn't. His mind does not operate the right way on the basketball court. He's too hype, overly hype. He's running back before he even completes his jump shot. Yeah. If you see it, like, he's shooting and his legs are ready to prepare to be running back on defense. Like, that's a problem. And then who's our backup shooting guard? Trey, nah, man, he's good. I like him. I mess with him. I think he's going to be a contributor, but off the bench. Knox, man, I'm in love with that guy. Knicks fan TV, I was arguing with you and so many fans about Knox months before the draft. Everybody kept saying, what's that guy's name? Mikal Bridges. And I was telling him, that's a role player.
That was on Miles.
I know. I respect you guys' opinion because, you guys are right about so many things, so I come to you as a source for Knicks basketball over the Isolas and those guys who just have vitriol and negativity, Facts. So, but at the same time, I was ranting and raving about this guy, Kevin Knox, because I was watching his game and I seen it was more compatible with the NBA than it was with college, mainly because he has his jump shot. When he settles down and he's not nervous, and that guy's going to be good, man. Knox is going to be good.
Kevin Knox is going to be a star, bro.
Yeah,
and
definitely. Yo.
Yes, and I'm going to tell you right now, believe it or not, our misery is going to come to an end within the next 4 years. Like, we're going to be perennially contending for championships. Because this year, we're going to be a bad team, man. I'm praying to God we can get Cam Reddish. That's the dude who I want. Cam Reddish. He's like a young Penny Hardaway, a young Tracy McGrady. I know that's high praises. Y'all like, this dude's out of his mind.
My guy, yo. Penny's my favorite player, man. If he could be the next Penny, let's go. But I've been hearing a lot of good things, man. I've been hearing a lot of good things about this kid.
Yeah, man. He's a real good player. So you throw him in the mix as shooting guard, we only need to sign one max player. We must get a point guard. We must get Kyrie. I know he had injury concerns. You got to take the gamble. You got to go. You know what I mean? It's like, if you put him on this team with KP, that dynamic right there, you keep Frank. Now you don't have to rely on Frank to be a dynamic point guard. Like, I feel like on the championship team, you have Frank playing a role that Sean Livingston plays, and I feel like he would excel at that role.
Yeah.
Everybody wants him to be a superstar. He's not that, So, but if he's relied to be a backup defensive player, to stifle, whatever backup point guard or even starting point guard he's matched up against when he's in the game, in the playoffs, I could see him coming up big, hitting big shots, in that role, even playing alongside Kyrie, at points in the game. So I would like to keep Cantor, too, off the bench, because you need that low post.
The problem with Cantor
for the right price.
The problem with Cantor is the price, man. The price.
The price is the problem.
It's a risky gamble. He's a good guy. He seemed like the team loves him. He's a cheery guy. He's out there recruiting and thing. Got a good heart, and he plays hard. He plays tough. He's a double machine.
I'm still on my hashtag keep Cantor from last year.
So realistically, I think we could get Cantor for $12 million a year.
Nah, man, he's making, what's he making right now, JL? He's making 17.
Yeah,
He's going to take a pay cut.
You asking him to take a pay cut to stay,
The
though.
market percentage has changed.
yeah, he might.
He's making 18 right now, but the market percentage has changed, and he wants to stay in New York. You know, his style is kind of like Quentin Capella is not getting all of that bread. You know what I mean? That he thought he was going to get.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, he says he wants to stay in New York, but we'll see, man.
$20 million.
Money talks, man. We'll see. I mean, he says he wants to stay, and his intentions are good, but we'll see what happens, man. He did hire one of the best agents in the business, so like I said, I wouldn't bank on it.
All right, I got one more question.
Yeah, all right, go ahead.
So one of my close friends was telling me that Kevin Durant's agent is a diehard Knicks fan. Okay, and there's an article that he pulled up that he sent to me that it was a direct quote from the agent, and he said that he would like to one day manage the Knicks, and he's an advisor. So this was a quote. He advises the Knicks. Do you really think there's any chance of KD coming to the Knicks after the season?
No. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see why. Like, why would he leave Golden State, man? They're trying to build a dynasty over there. They're gonna build. I think the odd man of that foursome is gonna be Draymond Green. They're gonna let him shake loose.
I don't know if he's gonna come to the Knicks or not, but I can see Kevin Durant leaving because of the legacy thing, man. Like,
I don't see it.
Just like
I agree. I agree.
Man, all of his championships have an asterisk next to it, man.
Maybe not to him. That's for
man. Let's just be real. He knows that. And if he leaves Golden State, where is he gonna go? Other than the Knicks, he's declared war against LeBron. He's LeBron's rival. He's not gonna go help LeBron win more chips. You know what I mean? LeBron manipulated him to win his first chip against KD. Because LeBron played buddy with him. Let's play ball over the summer.
Yeah.
Then they played against each other in the finals, and he killed them. And KD didn't forget that. So now that KD's up, he's not going to go to team up with him in LA. The ultimate challenge, though, if he comes to New York, and realistically, if the chips fall right and we do get Cam or Barrett, you know what I mean, or even Langford, right, and mix that with Knox, and Knox ends up being like, yo, this dude's about to be a superstar, like, you know, Tatum level type situation, along with Porzingis coming back healthy. You throw KD in the mix, I mean, that's legitimate. You going to the finals in the East. I'm not super gassed off the Celtics like everybody else is. I'm not super gassed off the Celtics. Celtics is a good team. They're not a great team. You tell me Jaylen Brown, he's a good player. Okay, he's not messing with KP.
I think they're grown. I think they're grown. They on the rise, man. I can't knock the Celtics, bro.
They're on the rise.
They're on the rise.
There's people are declaring them, they on beat Golden State. Come on, man. They get swept by Golden State.
Nah, I don't think they're ready for the boys yet, man.
Smashed.
Yo, Wes, appreciate the call, man. I just gotta move through the callers, man. But I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for taking my call, brother.
All right, man. Next time. That was my guy, Worldwide Wes, in the building. He thinks KD's a possibility. Max from the Bronx is a big KD to the Knicks advocate. Yo, listen, man. We've been living through so many of these free agency. This guy's coming here. This guy's coming here. Listen, I could have sworn back in 2000 and what was that, 7? Whenever the summer of LeBron, I would have bet you $1 million that LeBron was coming here, JL.
Yep, I lived through that too, man.
I would have bet you $1 million that LeBron James was coming here, bro.
Back in the day before Twitter and stuff, I was all on blog sites reading every type of rumor. I was like, oh, he's coming.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man. Yeah. We need to just try to build our own stars. If we get lucky, luck has a lot to do with it. You know, right now you gotta hope that maybe Kevin Knox could be that guy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's this 2019 lottery pick that could be that guy. Combined with the Porzingis and stuff. But we'll see. Right now we just gotta enjoy what we have right now. We have a young team that they're trying to develop, a young energetic coach that they are seem to be rallying behind. So let's just enjoy this new era of Knicks basketball. You know what I mean?
I'm with you, man. We got a young team over here, a young Knox looking like he about to take over the league with KP. Maybe a young Camby coming in with Mitch Robinson. we'll see, man.
Facts.
We're gonna be good. We're gonna be all right.
Yeah, we'll be all right, man. Just slowly, brick by brick, man. Brick by brick. What else? Yo, shout out to the chat, first and foremost. The chat is going off. We got 300 people in here want to talk Knicks, man. Diehard Knicks fans in the building. Shout out to our regulars in here. Shout out Edward Hunter, Edward Stalling. What's going on? Troy Flett always in here. Jay Alvarez. Shells Heavy. Shout out Shells Heavy, man. I've been talking to Shells offline. And me and Shells, we're going to be working on another giveaway. So stay tuned for that. Ace Canty, what's going on? Jerome Cornett, I see you. Mitch Connor, what's going on? If this is your first time watching the program, give me a hashtag new in the chat. Give me a hashtag new in the chat so we can shout you out. Shout out Jonathan Taylor as well. What you say, Jay? You want to get to another call?
Yeah, we get to another call.
All right, let's get to it. 347.
Carlito said he's still on hold.
Yo. This is him right here, Carlito.
Okay. Yo, this Carlito.
The unofficial member of
Word.
the post game live crew. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? I mean, I can say from this game, man, I'm not getting excited. You know what I'm saying? I'm not expecting nothing because it's preseason, and we all know. You know what I'm saying? Preseason don't mean shit.
It's preseason.
But I mean, it was good though. I mean, everyone that got on the floor today, even the people I'm not a fan of, they did pretty well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think about your boy Timmy, man? There was another Timmy hate on.
Man, like I
know
said, this guy, like, yo.
I know y'all was bonding.
I'm really scared. Yo.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I really want the best, but it's like, yo, this guy, it's like he's still the same Timmy, man. He's still shooting stupid shots. Like, he's that guy, like, you saying, yo, do not shoot, and he's still going to shoot it. Like,
yeah, 11 points, 3 from 8, 37%.
Where's that field goal percentage? I bet you it was in the 30s.
Wait.
Tonight? Oh, let's go to the box score. Let's go to the box score today.
37.5%.
Oh man, y'all making
look at that.
Timmy look.
See,
bad,
I didn't even look at the stat.
Yeah, Timmy had 11 points. 3 for 8 from the field.
It's the 3-pointers. That's the problem. 16.7 from 3. That's the problem, man. He needs to
and why I say he's a cancer to his team, because it's like what you would have Timmy for, can't use him for because you paid him a lot of money, and it's almost like it's sort of taking growth from other people on the team who could basically take that spot, if you get what I mean. Because it's like you can't throw him on the bench. He's getting paid like he's a star.
Yeah, they can't throw him on the bench.
No.
I don't see it. Unless they just get, crazy talent head and shoulders above him that they force him to the bench.
Unless you have like that Greg Popovich sort of attitude, he's like, as a coach, which Fizdale's really not, he's not getting thrown on the bench.
Nah, I dig it, man. What else you got, man? I got some other callers in the line, so I wanna keep it moving because we got a tight schedule.
Okay, yeah. Well, see, I don't think we ever gonna really get this point guard situation right now. Not saying like for next year, but right now figured out unless you play these guys like a whole like. Let's say if you was gonna play like if you had Kyrie Irving on your team, you're gonna play like 35 minutes, 37 minutes a game for you. You gotta put these guys in for a long time. Like no matter how bad they doing, you gotta keep them in the game, and you gotta see what's gonna happen because you putting them in these small towns, you can't really see what they can do. You know what I'm saying? That's where I think the problem is with Frank. I mean, everyone's you evaluating Frank off a small, like,
sample size. Small
size,
sample size.
Spurts, but
yeah.
That's a good point because
you gotta put him in the.
No, I was saying.
Go ahead, Jay.
No, I was agreeing with you. So that's a good point because even like the first.
Yeah, like listen, you have
on the first part of the game.
In the summer league game.
Yeah, both talking at the same time. Go ahead. Carlito, go ahead. Finish your point, man. Now I'm gonna go to another call.
And in the summer league, when they, the second game that Frank was playing, he played Frank in a long stretch.
And you really got to see, okay, because sooner or later, the ball is going to get to Frank. The problem with Frank is that whenever they run out the outlet, you ever see when they run, Frank ain't calling for the ball. He's not going to call for the ball. You know what I'm saying?
That's not him.
Any type of play, he's going to let the play. He's going to let the play out itself. So when you're thinking that he's not being aggressive, it's not that he's not being aggressive. He's just not calling for the ball. When Trey runs out, when they pass the outlet, Trey is calling for the basketball.
Yeah. No, you're right.
See what I'm saying?
You're right.
So it's like you gotta have Frank in there for a whole. You're gonna say, okay, I'm playing Frank for 35 minutes, no matter what he's doing, just to evaluate the whole 35 minutes. But if you don't do that, you're never gonna know what you really have from a guy.
But I mean, listen,
you can't play him.
Go ahead.
You can't play him 5-7 minutes. Take him out. It's like you going 100 miles per hour and then you bring him right back out. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to see nothing from that.
But look, at the same time, though, this is what you have. This is what you're dealing with. You know what I mean? If you have 3 guys out there, I mean, that's just what it is. Like, if you have guys out there and the guy's not giving you what you want, you got to go to the next guy. You know, so this is a time you got Trey on a lame duck contract. You got Emmanuel Mudiay on a lame duck contract. And you have Frank, who's your rookie, who this regime did not pick. You know what I'm saying? This was not Scott Perry's pick. This was not David Fizdale's pick. You know what I'm saying? This was, from what we hear, this was Phil Jackson's pick. Right? Who knows what Mills wanted? Maybe Mills did want Dennis Smith Jr. Maybe Mills did want Donovan Mitchell. So you have 3 guys now that are on the team. You have no choice but to play them and see who has a future here.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand. I feel you.
Yeah. But all right, man. Yo, let me run to the next caller, though, man. We're going to catch up next time.
Yo, shout out to Adrian Burnett, #news, said Carlito is a.k.a. the other guy who didn't see Sprewell walk by. yeah. and that's his favorite player, man. That's his favorite player, man. So for those of you who didn't see it, we was out at the Garden at the post-game live on location studio in the middle of 33rd and 7th. It was me, Jay Ellis, and Carlito who was on the phone. He's out there vibing. The episode is up on my channel and Jay Ellis' channel as well. And yeah, we was just vibing, and when we got inside later on, somebody was like, yo, how y'all didn't see Latrell Sprewell just walk right past you? And we was like, nah, that couldn't be, man. This is New York. Everybody got dreads. And lo and behold, I woke up the next day, Lily Phillips was like, yo, look at the 7-minute mark. You're going to see Sprewell walk right past you. And sure enough, Sprewell walked right past us, man. We wasn't doing nothing but I don't know, You know what it was? We was all adjusting the seat.
We was all adjusting the street,
So we was all looking down like this. And he walked right by. It was like the perfect time. Perfect
time. Yeah, man. Yo, once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. This is Knicks Post Game Live. The live stream for the fans, by the fans. We will be on after every game. And this is what we do, man. We get your opinions. We give us our opinions.
Hold up. Young Simba, what did Markeith said?
What, Marquise Morris talking trash?
I don't know. Something must have happened.
Man, forget
Somebody in my chat
Morris
said
twins,
Markeith is
man.
mad as hell.
Them dudes always mad. Like, what you mad about, bro? Them dudes is always mad, man. Let's go to Let's go to 347, man. My guy's been on hold for a man long. My fault. Yo.
Hello.
Yo, what's up, man? You on the air, bro?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man? It's my first time. It's cool that you guys got the show for Knicks fans.
Appreciate you, man. Yo, what's your name? Where you from, man? You gotta state. You gotta rep where you from, man.
Thanks.
My name is Chris. I'm from Williamsburg in Brooklyn.
Willie B from the Willie B. What's going on, Chris?
We got money.
I'm chilling. Man, I'm so hype about like the whole young talent movement. Like, it's been a while. You know, we pay a lot of money to some old dudes that really never do nothing for us.
Yeah.
So this is type different. The one thing I'm excited about, like, besides all the stats and all that, was that Mitchell Robinson dynamic with Morris. Like, it's been a long time since we had him.
Yeah. So I guess Markeith had some post game. He had some post game, reactions to it. Man, forget them dudes, man. Them dudes is.
Yo, he said he's a stupid rookie. but I love that whole thing right there because I'm like, yo, it's been a long time since we had a Nick that really just came in, who was a pure Nick, you know, rookie and all, and just like, nah, I ain't having that.
Yeah, money,
that was
ain't
great. It's been a long time.
Forget the Morris twins, man. The Morris twins remind me of the dudes that they always jump into the cypher and never bring no weed. You know what I mean? They always want to smoke your weed and never bring no money, never bring no weed, no nothing, man. Forget them dudes, man. Them dudes are scavengers, man. Scavengers, bro. Oh man.
Yeah, but that's those rookies are real good. But those are dude a couple calls back. He was talking about Cam Reddish. I feel like if the Knicks suck that bad that we're in a position to get the #1 pick, I think you have to take Cam Reddish out of everybody, especially for the Knicks. Like, that dude can really ball, and I know a lot of people like Zion and everything and whatever, but Cam Reddish is a baller, and if the Knicks could possibly get Cam Reddish and Knox and Porzingis and Mitch starting together next season, you know, even with Frank, you know, that's some big ass motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you gotta pull. You gotta pull. We gotta keep it PG, dog. I get your point, man. And I'm gonna move to another call because we on a tight schedule. I want to get to all the calls on the list right now. But definitely subscribe to the channel and call back next game.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Yeah, man. The Morris twins, man. They just look like some dirty mugs, man. Like they don't bathe, like they don't take no showers. You know what I'm saying? Just some dirty joints, man. They mess with each other, girl. That's how the Morris twins get down, man. Forget them, man.
They wear the all natural deodorant.
Yeah. Forget them Morris twins, man. Niggas come to the cipher. They'll never come with nothing, man. They just always consuming. Chiba Hawks, man. Chiba Hawks. Jay Ellis, man.
Light or something.
Bro, I forgot to break out my soundboard too tonight, man. I got everything, man. I got my Mike Breed, man. I got my Kawhi Leonard laugh. You know what I'm saying? I got my Gus Johnson soundboard too.
Oh man, I can't hear anything anyway, so it's all good.
Yes,
I'll hear on the replay.
It's all good, man. Yeah. Listen to the replay, man. I got everything.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man. All right, let's go through the rest of these callers, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat tonight. 516. Let's go local, man. Let's go local.
Subscribe to the channel, please, and like that. Hit that like button.
516. You on the line? What's going on, man?
Yo, what's up? It's Yaron Hoy.
Yo, Yaron, what up, man? How's it going, bro?
What's up?
Nice,
man. Oh my God, guys, I really can't wait for the season. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Man, we got Fizz. Oh man.
Nice. So, what'd you think about the game tonight, man?
Oh man, I mean tonight was just the beginning. I mean, woo, it's gonna be it's gonna be a roller coaster right this year, man. I'm telling you, it hasn't even started, and I'm like, I'm shaking right now, man.
You might need some.
Yeah, nah, man.
What up, Johnny? Good. In the chat.
Oh man,
I do sound like Kawhi.
Yeah, it does, right? It does, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Yeah.
Definitely, we'll catch up next time, man. We just gotta get to the next call so we can keep it moving, keep the program moving.
Yeah, sure.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Next time. Yep. Yeah, I had my that was my guy Yaron, man. He's an OG caller, man. He's an OG fan, man. What else? All right, let's get to another call. 917. He been waiting for a little bit. 917. What's going on?
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing, man?
Yo, what's up, man? Who's this? Where you from, bro?
This is JJ from Brooklyn.
JJ from Brooklyn. What's going on, brother? Salute to Brooklyn, man. What's going on?
What's going on, man? I just want to say tonight's game was exciting. I love that Mitchell Robinson didn't back down from Morris. He's one of the tough guys in the league. He stood in there and, he didn't back down from him,
is from Louisiana, bro. Them boys don't play around, man.
Yeah, that's true.
He even looked left once.
Yeah. He's probably, that new Wayne came out. He's on that Carter 5 pregame. Come on, man. He's feeling untouchable right now, man. He's feeling untouchable right now.
Can't let those skinny arms fool you, you know what I'm saying?
Because on those skinny arms, it's a sharp-ass elbows, and somebody's going to catch it. So somebody's going to catch it this year, man. Don't mess with Money Mitch, man.
Don't do it.
What else? What else stuck out to you, JJ?
I gotta say, Trier, I did really well. He had some nice handles out there. Moody, I'm sorry, he's trash. Oh man, I think you gotta let go of Moody. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think they're gonna give him every opportunity. They're gonna give him every opportunity to succeed. He's on his last year of his deal.
Yeah, start with the Kawhi laugh, man. It's too funny.
This is season 2 of Post Game Live, man. Every year, me and Jay Ellis upgrade, whether it's the equipment, whether it's whatever. But now we got the
funny.
soundboard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we got the Kawhi Leonard laugh on the soundboard, man. So let's go.
Oh man,
that's too funny, man.
Facts. Well, all right, man. Yo, thanks for calling in. We got some new calls on the dashboard, so I just want to get through to everybody as quick as we can.
Okay, man. Have a good night, fellas.
Yeah, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and tune in next time, bro.
Definitely. Take it easy, guys.
All right, cool. What else, man? Yo, who went to that open practice on Saturday, man? Open practice was a good time, man. Open practice was definitely a good time. I think open practice was lit. Open practice was lit, man. They said they had about like 10,000 people in the garden, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. It was mad fun. Yo, somebody was hitting me on YouTube, and he was in the open practice. He was watching the practice.
It was Tyon Reed. Tyon Reed, bro. Yeah.
I was like, he watching the practice and us at the same time. That's dedication.
Yeah, it was Tyon Reed, man. Tyon Reed was in there. But open practice was lit. Shout out to George Millett was in there. Shout out to George Millett. He was definitely in the open practice early. So shout out to everybody that came through.
Yeah, shout out to Macri. I actually got to see Macri.
Macri came through. Macri was in there. That was a good look.
Cool dude, man.
Yeah, man. Marcus Smith, what's going on? Clash, man, what's going on? Joe Curry's in here. Rich Jim. I see a couple of new people. Arashi Kumo is in here. I don't know where's everybody from, man. That was another interesting thing on Saturday's live stream. We had people from all over the world watching that stream, man. We had people from damn near every continent watching.
That's crazy.
And sworn they was Knicks fans. You know what I mean? So, listen, man, we nationwide, man. We nationwide.
Yeah, it is. It's a big world out here, man.
Facts.
A lot of people Knicks fans, the world's most famous arena.
Absolutely. All right, let's get to these 3 more calls, and then we'll wrap up for the evening. Area code 609, what's going on, man? Hello.
Yeah, what's up? This is Cody.
Cody in the building. What's up, man? Long time, Cody. What's up, man?
Absolutely. President of the Team Hicks fan club. Glad that Hicks showed up.
You a Hicks?
The only guy who's always believed in him.
Yeah.
I want to put that out there.
Cody, you waited all this time to talk about Isaiah Hicks, man.
Yes. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I've been a Hicks fan all summer. I was putting his name out there.
Good God, man. All right, go ahead.
Two quick comments, guys. Mm-hmm. 2 quick comments. Listen, there are two points of the game where I thought Frank had a bad first quarter. Yep. But the two points where I think he turned things around was when in the first half, he shed the floor with it was him, Moutier, and Mitchell.
Yeah.
That defensive team brought them back.
Second half run, yeah.
Yeah, that was the best. That was the best unit I noticed. And the second half, and this is why I'm not either. You team up Frank with Trey, or you allow Trick to run the team. The first 5 minutes of the third quarter, the team looked like Frank. They were calm under pressure. They made the right play. They made the right call. Moutier, who was playing, I think, yes, he had some unfortunate, but I think Moutier played a good game. But you put Moutier with Frank, Moutier looked a lot smarter too. It was the best 5 minutes I think they played in the whole game, and they came back from I think they were 8 points down. So I know people are
I don't disagree with that. And Jay Ellis, I'm sure you don't disagree with that.
No,
but I think, again, playing the devil's advocate, what do you do? Do you, and people in the chat, let me know what you guys would do. If you're going to put Trey in the lineup with Frank, do you put Timmy on the bench, or do you eventually move everybody down? Do you move Timmy back to the 3, which he didn't excel at that well last year? Do you put Knox at the 4 and Canner, ultimately KP at the 5? How do you put Tim Hardaway?
No, but listen. You have enough firepower in that first unit. Imagine you have Trey Burke, you have Frank, you have Kevin, and you have Herzonia, right? And so you have enough firepower for that first unit. The second unit, you have Trey Burke, you have Tim Hardaway, you have Dotson, and you have Vonleh, and maybe like Luke Cornett. You still have enough Mitchell Robinson. You still have enough firepower.
JL's weighing on it. What do you think here?
Because Herzonia can play. Don't forget. I know he's passing a lot now, but Herzonia can put the ball in the basket.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I mean, actually, I feel like I might still. I'm iffy. I'm still trying to figure out the Vonleh, Lance, Mario.
Yeah, this guy
Vonleh
no,
like a truck. My God, that dude. I'm like, dude.
I'm still trying to figure that out in my mind.
Who, Vonleh?
Yeah. I mean, Vonleh versus Lance versus Mario, like how to distribute those minutes.
That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting conundrum.
No, but guys, Lance had a good night, but it's not gonna be consistent. Lance had a good night, but it's not gonna be consistent. Let's not fool ourselves.
Yeah.
You know, last year he had a few good nights, but it wasn't consistent. Mario is 23 years old. Mario has a full game. You want to invest in that guy, right? I mean, and spots you want to play Lance. When they need a goon, you call Vonleh. But let's not.
Vonleh was out there gooning around. Vonleh was out there straight up gooning around, man.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
That's what you need. Like if someone is met with a star player, put Vonleh in and be like, yo, lay him down. Now, that's fine.
Yeah, Vonleh was out there. Yo, open practice, man. Vonleh was abusing Cornette, man. Yeah. Abusing him. And I feel like last year he dunked on Cornette, man. I think he's taking it personal, bro. He was taking it personal, man.
Oh, yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, he had some interesting athleticism.
Cornette had a bad game, but look, I think it's either Frank or Trey Burke or Frank or Moutier. But Frank McEvery, he's not. Listen, I made an argument a while back that he was a small forward. After tonight, I take that back. He's not a small forward. Frank is a guard.
Yeah, he's a guard.
I know maybe I'm late on that one.
He's a guard.
But
it's all good.
I mean, because I was trying, I'm like, man, he's a guy. But he's a guard, and when he's really, really smart, he's really cerebral, and he really sees the game. He has a way of just doing exactly what the coach said. Like the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, I was like, this is gold. This is pure gold. The game was running away from the Knicks. Frank came in, had a bad first half, so he could have easily put his head down and be like, "Yo, I'm not. I think it's a bad game."
Yeah.
That didn't even show.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens, man. Yo, Cody, appreciate the call, man. I'm gonna move to the next call
right, man,
before we wrap up,
cool.
man.
Cool.
Good to hear from you, though, bro. It's been a while.
Always, man.
All right, man. Later. All right, that was Cody. Let's go to area code 201. Yo.
Hey, what's up, CP? I'm Jay Ellis. This is George Millette, man.
Oh, George Millette, what's good, brother? How's everything, man?
George.
What's going on, man? First off, man, what's up, Jay Ellis? First off, I just want to say, man, I appreciate your page, man. It's very professional, and I like how you're doing all the transitions, man, and getting everybody up in there, man. So,
appreciate it,
for all that, man.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome, man. Second thing, I just want to talk about Frank a little bit. I posted it in the chat. I think we're expecting too much from Frank, you know, because that was what was his name? The coach. Dang, I forgot his name. He got fired. Phil Jackson's pick. So he was Phil picked Frank. So he's a system player, and that's why Phil Jackson picked him, because he's gonna fit in the triangle. I look at Frank as a defensive specialist. Let him just focus on defense, and wherever he gets buckets, he get buckets. Simple as that. Put Frank on the best guards that's out there, and whatever he put up. Because I think he don't have that killer instinct mentality. You can see that. He's laid back.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how much you put on him, you know, he's always going to revert back to being a mild-mannered dude, you know. But as you can see, when he's playing defense, he get up on you. So I think we need to just let Frank, you know, play to his strength, which is defense, and whatever points he give us, whether, you know, 8, 10, you know, 12, let's just take it. You know, I think we just put too much on. As far as the team overall, we don't have a floor general. And I think, you know, in order for us to win this year, we're going to have to put up a lot of buckets, because we have a lot of scorers. and I think our goal should be to push to like 120. You know, that means taking threes, you know, going to the hole, you know, dishing it out and stuff like that. And with Money Mitch, man, that's going to be Lob City right there. You know, as the guards go to the hole, man, they got to be looking for him. They got to be looking for him as he slashes to the basket to lob it up like CP used to do with DeAndre Jordan with the Clippers.
Yeah.
That's where he's going to get his buckets from. So I just wanted to chime in and talk about that, man. Thank you guys, man. And
appreciate
keep up the great work, fellas.
George, appreciate it, man. We'll definitely hear from you next game, man. Thanks for the call, man. Yeah, that was George Millett, man. Appreciate that. What you think about that, JL? You say, well, I think real quick, you know, he did say that we are lacking a floor general, and you know that's always been my thing. The Knicks point guard situation, as we all know, has never been solid since when? You know, since when? We need some closure. We need to know. Yeah, we need to know what direction we're gonna go in, and I think that's what's so important about this year, in terms of our growth and development and our next step. We need to know which one of these guys are we gonna go forward with
long term. Yeah.
Long term.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about.
Which one of these guys are we gonna go with long term? Go ahead.
I mean, he has a point though. He does have a point. He kind of is what he is, but I still don't think it's over for Frank as far as it is what it is. I still feel like he can get to a point where he's going to be getting you like 10 to 15 a game. I still think he actually do that. But not like probably not a superstar status, not like 18, 20. But I still feel like he can get you in his prime like 15 a game, shut down the best point guard, make the right play at the right time, and get you like, you know, 7 assists.
Yeah.
6 rebounds, like 5 rebounds. I still feel like he can be one of those type of guards where he just stuffs the
stat sheets. Be a stat sheet guy. I think so. I think he can. And you know, listen, they still finished with 24 fast break points. And one of our many weaknesses on the offensive side last year, outside of 2-point field goals and offensive rebounding, we were a terrible fast break transition team, and we were a terrible 3-point shooting team. And I think Knox will definitely help us close the gap on both of those.
Yeah, definitely.
And they spread the ball around a lot in this game,
man.
You know, preseason and all. But you saw the ball movement was flowing; it wasn't stopping in anybody's hands, and you like to see that.
Definitely. Let's keep it going that way, man. Keep the momentum going. Share the ball. Play some defense. I think we'll be all right, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be I don't know if we're gonna win every game.
Well, let's at least beat the Nets. Let's at least beat the Nets.
We gonna beat the Nets. We gonna beat the bum ass Nets.
Dude, scrubby.
That's
man.
happening.
Scrubby.
Brooklyn paint jobs ain't going nowhere. I don't know all these crazy people who think Spencer Dinwiddie is I don't know. Whatever.
Man, forget that. Forget that guy. Remember when we seen Dinwiddie at the draft?
Oh man,
Dinwiddie was definitely at the draft. He couldn't come in our suite though.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely held down in the post game live suite. We got the post game live suite at Barclays. We got the post game live on location outside of MSG. You know what I'm saying? We out here, man. We everywhere, bro.
New York is us.
Facts. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap up. We'll shout out everybody in the chat one more time. Once again, man, this is post game live. The channel for the fans, by the fans. We come on after every game, give you our reactions, take your opinions. Also on the channel, you're going to be seeing a lot of guests. So we have a lot of guests on here over the course of the season. Some of you that have been on here before, you've seen we've had Knicks Film School. We had Jonathan Macri, JB from the Knicks Film School. We have our guys from Posting and Toasting. You're going to see Schwinny on here. You're going to see Alex Wolf on here. So, we're going to keep it rotating. We're going to have a lot of guys, a lot of surprise guests too this year. And looking forward to big things this season, JL. It's definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm so hyped about this season. You don't even know.
Facts. Me too, man. Me too. Let's before we wrap up real quick, let's also tell the people, let me just find it, about the event that we're doing on November 2nd. If anybody's in the New York tri-state area on November 2nd, Knicks Mavs. I'm just trying to pull up the graphic right now. Knicks Mavs, we're gonna have a meetup. Let me just find the graphic right now so I could put 2 and 2 together and make it look cool.
Are we gonna do a live stream from the bar?
Oh, absolutely. You already know. We're gonna be live streaming from the bar, shots and all. You know what I'm saying? Watching Luka Doncic against Kevin Knox 1-on-1.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
I'm trying to find the graphic, man. I can't find the graphic. Hold up. Let me just find this graphic. Yo, my notifications is blowing up from this game. Hold up. Let me just get to the graphic real quick.
Send it to your Twitter or something like that?
Yeah, you could send it to me. I'm gonna pull it. I think I have it right here.
Okay.
Anyway, November 2nd, NYC. We will have the venue will be announced at a later date. I'm not sure what the cover charge is going to be, but all proceeds are going to go to charity. And this is going to be hosted and sponsored by the Knicks Film School, with association of Posting and Toasting, with association of Knicks Fan TV, with association of the Nick of Time Show, with association of the Hard Knicks Life, man. We all gonna be there, man. So it's definitely gonna be a great event. I hope everybody comes out. Once again, the details on the cover and the details on the venue are gonna be announced later. But it's definitely gonna go to charity. All the proceeds are gonna go to charity, and it's gonna be a nice time, man. We all gonna link up, have a good time, have some drinks, have some laughs. So, and obviously, me and Jay Ellis will be there, live streaming as well, man. So
I might have to get a fancy mic for the bar scene.
Oh yeah. You're gonna have to come with the tripod, bro. Definitely, man. All right, so let's wrap up. We're gonna salute to the chat, and then let me get my music going. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat once again, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Subscribe, and like. Young Simba, what's up? Nah, but then what's up, Young Simba? S. Parker, what's up? Everybody in my chat.
Shout out to Kristen Smith, Romeo in here always, Che Garcia, Thomas Glover, Brooklyn Grizz, Cody always in here. Shout out Cody for calling. SST Television always in here. Louis Lopez always here. Edward Walker. Shells, appreciate you again, Shells. Patrick Johnson, it's me. My guy, it's me. Go ahead, bro.
All right. Babyface LaCosta was good. See you with the strong arm. I see you, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. And yeah, that's it. Oh, yo, man. Podcast is dropping tomorrow.
Oh, I ain't put it. Yo, wait, hold up, JL. Hold up, man. Let me get it on you. All right, go ahead, man. Your time, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Podcast is dropping tomorrow on my SoundCloud, 3:30. Check that out. Keep in mind, this is before the game, because I know it's sucky timing, but yeah. So soundcloud.com/niggatimeshow. I'll probably put the link in this chat right here. Also, merch is available. Definitely get the merch. Getting this merch out here. Got Knox shirts and everything. Hold on, let me get the.
Show them the merch, man. Show them the merch.
You gotta get the Knox.
There we go.
The hard knocks on the left. Yeah. Get back to. Check that out. Got phone cases, all that. Holla at me, and yeah, that's it.
There we go.
To the channel.
Salute to you, bro.
Yeah, thanks RK for subscribing.
There you go. And yeah, man, you know what it is, man. Knicks Fan TV. You can find me every social media channel: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, at Knicks Fan TV. Yo, we got some good content on the channel as well. Check out Knicks Fans of the Round Table. That's my latest show. It's a roundtable style debate with your fellow Knicks bloggers, Knicks podcasters, Knicks YouTubers. So I'm gonna leave a link to that in the bottom of the video so that you guys can check it out, man. We did some great shows on there. But yeah, man. Next game we will be back.
They dancing, hey.
Shout out to everybody that came through tonight, man. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch up with you guys next time, man. Peace.
Peace.